Hey guys, welcome to UKPM Survival and Outdoors here on YouTube and it's latest UK Prepper Man video. I'm going to show you some camp knives. Stay tuned. So here we are in another video. Thank you for joining me. It's the first time you've stumbled across my channel, then welcome. It's all about prepping, survival and all that jazz. So if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to check out the other videos on the channel. Please like, share and subscribe, and of course any comments, I'd love to hear them. Without further ado, camp knives. In a typical camp I will take maybe 2 or 3 different options, and I've said so many times before there's no rights or wrongs, just options and choices, but I thought I'd show you a little bit more about what I sometimes will take with me on the average camp. And yes, in a survival situation I could use a combination of those and more or less to make up the ideal setup. So this is just a little bit of a show and tell video of what I would typically take on a camp. Hope you like it. So these are the knives or tools that I've brought with me and would form a similar setup to my bug out bag stroke inch bag setup. Let's have a look at this top one first. The MOD survival knife, as it's commonly called. For those of you who know, it is actually origins as a vehicle toolkit item. This one dated from 1992. It was never intended as a survival knife, but it's a cult following, and you'll see in a minute why. So it's a big old beast. It's 5mm of steel, possibly even 6mm. Look at the size of that. And there's a good bit of weight in it as well. So it comes with battening through wood, and doing all your chopping tasks. That is ideal. So that's one item that I always have with me, and could almost take the place of an axe in some ways. So that is the, as we call it, the MOD survival knife. Now I've done a separate video on this, so there'll be a little link above if you want to go back and have a look at that. But that's made out of 01 tool steel, massive birch handle. That's a 4mm with a tapered tang. Absolutely beautiful knife, and of course it's got a Scandi grind on it. Razor sharp, good all round camp knife. Now also I've got another Jacklaw with me. This one is the Jacklaw Wasp. Nice little neck knife. That's a massive birch handle, 01 tool steel. That's 3mm. Straight tang, no taper on that one, with the red G10 liners. And so that's a lovely knife, or tool depending on what you want to call it. Great edge on that Scandi grind. So it's a good old neck knife, and I've got that in the sheath. Somebody asked me on a previous video, what's that knot? It's called a double fisherman's. Great way of joining 2 bits of paracord together. Okay, so just moving along to the left, the next one, this one was actually a gift. It came in the leather sheath that's next to it. So we'll open it up and I'll show you this one. So this is a folding knife. It's a handmade, it's Damascus steel. It's a hollow grind, the clip point. It's also got, as you can see there, it's got the safety catch there. It's a back lock on there. As I say, that's a nice little all-purpose pocket knife. And the brass has got ever such a nice patina it's developing now. You've got the Swiss Army knife. I've had this one for about 20 years, and these are very, very sheeple friendly. Non-locking, UK legal. Got all the tools on there to do. I've got no idea which one this is. I thought it was the Climber or the Hiker, but it's 20 years old, so yeah, it's a good little knife there. Now this one is the 511 CS2 spear point. It's got FRN scales, which is fibre reinforced nylon. You can see there it's got quite a bit of abrasiveness there, so it's, it won't slip out your hand if your hands are hot, and when they open up like that it does have the liner lock. Again, spear point. Anything to watch with this, it's Oz 8 steel, so if you're not careful this one will rust, and the same goes for the jack-laws. They're tool steel, so you have to be a bit careful. Keep them siliconed or oiled or anything like that, but as I say, this is a nice little knife to have. Now I know somebody will say at some point about legality of these. What I would say, there are knife laws here in the UK. If you're watching from overseas, your knife laws will be different. Check your country's knife laws, make an informed decision, and carry appropriately. Right, so I don't want to get into a debate about that's legal, that's not legal, that should be legal, that shouldn't be legal. There is laws in place, make informed decisions. The letter of the law says carrying something without good reason, so you know what, I'll leave that one with you. And lastly, we have the Opinel, and that one I believe is the 8. Yeah, it's the Opinel 8. That's nice, fine detail, and these are pretty cheap. I think it's less than £10 at the time. It's probably more now. But this is just the selection that I've brought with me, and it'll have a purpose, whether or not it's for your big chopping casks, or your general camp tasks, to something in your pocket, for fine detail work, to something around your neck. So there we have it, a selection of knives I would take with me on a typical camp and will form part of various survival setups. And as I say, I do like a bit of variance. I can switch in, switch out of that arrangement with some other different options. As I say, there's no rights or wrongs, just options and choices. Everyone likes a little bit of variance. And with that in mind, what would you take? Would you take more? Would you take less? What brands would you like? Pop a comment down below. Give some inspiration to some of the people who may be watching this back later on. And with that in mind, remember, of course, you can follow me on Instagram, where you'll see additional content and regular updates. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to check out the other videos on the channel. Please like, share, subscribe at the bottom. Of course, any comments, I'd love to hear them. Till next time, be prepared, stay prepared. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.